Okay. So, this is actually, as I wait for it to show up, this is actually going to be the final,
麦わらボーイたちの奇跡。いえ、
my final
奇跡を見
stream
られ
of this for
どこでも選べる自由のその
at least a while,
No, no.
probably. I unlocked Super Hard Mode. I'm not gonna do that one. But anyway, so this will probably be my last stream of this one for a while. Because next stream we're going to start on Pirate Warriors 4 instead. Which that will cover some stuff we've already covered, but more in depth, and then just new stuff. And yeah, and then we'll go from there. So for first up, our hello. Welcome back. Let's see. So we're gonna clean up some stuff here, and then we're gonna have some fun in Dreamwalk. Show that off a bit. A little bit. Oh, I'm also going to show off some fun costumes that I haven't gotten to use. Like this. Yeah, so this is from one of the movies. Specifically film Zed. And yes, he does have that with him in the movie. Fun fact, the Enies Lobby outfit, this is technically inaccurate because Enies Lobby outfit actually has, like, cargo shorts. And very specifically, cargo shorts filled with meat. Because in Enies Lobby, he figured out how to do, he came up with second gear on the way to Enies Lobby, on the train, basically. And realized that takes a lot out of him. That like drains his body, his like nutrients from blood, because he's pumping his blood through his body so fast. I think that's the string for his hat. Yeah, that's probably the string for his hat that you're seeing. Trust me, those things don't need support. But anyway. But in Enies Lobby, after he beat Luna with second gear for the first time, he actually just reached into his pockets and pulled out two just giant chunks of meat, ate them, and was good to go. Which is the same concept here, kind of. And then this is the outfit under all that, without the meat. Let's see. He has this outfit, which is kind of fun. It shows off all the scars. And something I didn't realize until just playing with it, like, for this playthrough specifically, he has like a little tattoo around his eye. A little like flame marking around his eye. I never noticed that. And then this is also from Film Zed, his Final Battle outfit. Everyone in Film Red, like, it's kind of a thing for like the final battle of the final battle of movies, where everyone gets like a matching outfit, and for Film Zed, they all get like red matching outfits. Unfortunately, the only three that made it into the game were into this game were Luffy's, Zoro's, and Sanji's. does not use... He does not use those pistols, or those rifles. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, and now I finally get to show off the, well, first of all, some of Nami's outfits. Like her jacket from, Dome Island. Her kimono, which is very nice. Yeah, generally speaking, if she is wearing a kimono, it is very low cut and very leggy, as you'll see in Pirate Warriors 4. This is from another movie. This is her outfit in Strong World before she gets kidnapped. And once again, it's a very nice outfit. This is a wedding dress. So in Thriller Bark, in the Thriller Bark level, Nami doesn't join until after you meet Wars for the first time. That is because during Thriller Bark, she's kidnapped. She's kidnapped by this dude who Sanji has a very specific bone to pick. Not because he took Nami, but because the guy who took her has the clear fruit and is able to go invisible. But the guy in question, named Absalom, basically kidnapped her to marry her. And this is her outfit from that point. She gets out of it by convincing another zombie that she's actually trans. Or at least a man in disguise. Very good disguise, but still. Here's her just default New World outfit with the very low-cut jeans. And then here are the first of the crossover outfits. So a bunch of the women in this game got crossover outfits with like other Warriors games, like Samurai Warriors, Dynasty Warriors, stuff like that. And Nami, Corona, Hancock, and Robin all got 4 of them, or all got 2 of them each. And these are based off of characters from those other games. Like this is Sun Shenxiang. And cutely, you can actually kind of see, it might be a little bit hard to tell on stream, but each of these outfits actually do feature their unique Jolly Rogers. Like you can kind of see Nami's unique Jolly Roger on her shirt there. And once again on her top and on her back. And then this is the outfit she wore in Dressrosa before subsequently immediately leaving. Unfortunately, Usopp didn't get very many costumes. He only has this. Here are some of my favorites from Robin. These are some of hers. Unfortunately, she actually gets she doesn't get as much as I would hope, obviously. Her All Sunday outfit is just her, this is just her Baroque Works coat and hat over her default, which is her Enies Lobby outfit. Very sad that we didn't get literally any of her other pre-time skip outfits, because her Jaya outfit, Skypiea outfit, Sabaody outfit, all of them are great. And especially her Thriller Bark outfit. It is good. This is her other crossover outfit, and you can very prominently on the dress see her Jelly Roger. And then here's her outfit in Dressrosa, where she's in disguise. Unfortunately, I can't really show off there are some outfits that I can't show off because I don't have them on this console. Like, Sabo has one, which I really wish I could show you because it's so stupid. Unfortunately, Chopper here only gets this kimono outfit, which is fine. He should have at least gotten his lobby jacket, but especially since that's where his backpack comes from. Buggy basically only gets palette swaps. Oh, Verona's outfits. These are actually really cute because her doll, her like bear doll in Kumashi, after the character Kumashi that she has in Thriller Bark, and replaces with a doll subsequently. They also cosplay as some other characters from Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors. As you can tell, Kumashi is actually wearing a cool, unique outfit. And in this one, he even has a wig. And then this is technically, I feel like this should be her normal outfit because this is the first one we see her in, and this is her time skip outfit that we see her in Sabaody first. But that's still Law. Yeah, Verona's outfits are really good. Like, I very much like Verona, and I wish we saw her more. Here's the husband in both pre-time skip and uncavered flavors. And here is his Dressrosa outfit. In Pirate Warriors 4, Law gets 2 new costumes. In Pirate Warriors 4, he doesn't get this costume, but he gets 2 new costumes. One, the first ever one, he gets another Warriors crossover costume if you buy the DLC that just dropped recently, actually, for the game. And then he also gets one based on his final outfit in Wano, which is really fucking cool to me. Jinbei only gets palette swaps, unfortunately. Nor Gi is I think that's a Gi. Would that be a Gi or a kimono? I'm going with Gi. Yeah, his is just a palette swap. Hancock's is fun because she gets her normal outfit from Marineford. This is the first outfit we see her in for when Luffy first lands on Amazon Lily, which is a very nice outfit. And once again with non-existent shorts. This is fun because this is from a special anime-only thing called 3D2Y, and it basically only exists to explain the existence of Luffy's Gum Gum Red Hawk attack. But basically what happens, this guy shows up. He was freed from Impel Down. He's starting trouble in the world. And eventually, the guy takes Hancock's sisters, because Hancock has two sisters, both Sandra Sonia and Marigold. He kidnaps them, and Luffy goes with Hancock during his training during the 2 years to go and save them. This outfit specifically is from her major fight against one of the big bad guys' henchmen. Because that henchman is this like scientist lady or something. And the hilarious bit is the scientist lady throws like corrosive acid onto Hancock, but it only destroys parts of her dress, which makes the scientist lady even more susceptible to Hancock's powers and leads to her own defeat. And then she just has this for the rest of the special. Literally, during the fight, the scientist lady eats like bitter herbs to counteract the effects of her devil fruit. But yeah, 3D2Y it's okay. It's a good special. It's very fun, but I don't think it's super necessary. Like I said, it basically exists as a, hey, let's celebrate the series, but also explain where Luffy got his, like, fire punch thing. As a, hey, this is kind of like Ace's move. Oh, and this is also cute. Once again, her pet is cosplaying. Her pet is cosplaying as well. Again, you can see her Jolly Roger on the skirt. I kind of prefer this one, honestly. And again, cosplaying Snake. Yeah, I can't see it any other way. It's just Goku hair. That's adorable. It's a bit worrying how he's a different color, because I don't think you can really paint snakes. Unfortunately, once again, she loses most of these costumes in Fire Warriors 4. But she does get a new one in the same way that Law does. He gets a new crossover costume in 4. And then obviously I have to show off him. Because of course. Yeah. Once again, unfortunately, a lot of stuff in this game, like a lot of the costumes and stuff, unfortunately didn't make it into Pirate Warriors 4, which I'm very sad about. But I am glad that they have this one. And they have this one in here. So, fun fact about this specific outfit. The left sleeve, this left sleeve that you can see here, that will sometimes clip into his chest. And it's very difficult to get it out of there. I mean, he does have a kid. Who, very coincidentally, is going to be playable in Pirate Warriors 4 soon. Uta is a scheduled DLC character for Pirate Warriors 4. and I'm very excited about that. Yeah, Fire Warriors 4 got a bunch of DLC announced back in July, and it basically, and the first pack of which released like 2 weeks ago, and it's very fun. It gets we're getting 9 new characters total, an entire new game mode, an entire new character upgrade system. Which is really fun. Yeah. Also, one very fun thing about her, she has a custom outfit. She has a unique outfit for DLC purposes. Say hi to Smoker. So this outfit is based on Punk Hazard. Yeah, in Punk Hazard, there was a point where Law showed up, and he actually wound up body swapping Smoker and Tashigi here. Yes, he is supposed to be Smoker in Tashigi's body, hence the rather open nature of the shirt. Because while Smoker was in Tashigi's body, he doesn't like shirts. So hers was open the entire time. And canonically, according to Oda, in regards to her bra, Smoker just tore it off when he was in her body. When eventually Law switches them back, fortunately, she does, get herself together. But well, when he was first introduced, Smoker did offer to pay for a basically replace a ice cream cone that he got on his pants with a double scoop. Like, literally the first time that we see Smoker is this little girl accidentally runs into him with her ice cream cone, and her ice cream gets all over his pant leg. And so he looks down at the little girl, like, puts his hand on her head and says, I'm sorry that my pants ate your ice cream. Here's some money, go get a double scoop, and be careful and watch where you're going with it. It is adorable and kind of hilarious because the little girl's dad, basically is freaking out the entire time, like, oh shit, she pissed off a Marine, I'm going to be dead. But yeah, Smoker's just a chill dude. Speaking of, yeah, the only change for him, costume-wise, is just he slicks back his hair and somehow got a scar. We haven't actually seen an explanation for the scar, I think. Wait. I think I just realized where that scar came from. So at Marineford, and this was a scene in the game actually. So this was kind of a scene in the game actually. Hancock fights off Smoker to save Luffy during Marineford, and at that point, she kicks him in the face with an attack called Perfume Humor, which is just whatever point of your body she makes contact with a kick, that turns to stone. And she hit him with that. And I think that scar is from that attack. I just pieced that together because he gets hit in the face and part of his head turns to stone. If there's another explanation for that, I wouldn't be surprised, but I just realized that that might be it. Oh, and then these idiots. Fuck you. You don't have any other costumes. Fuck you. And you. He has an extra costume. I don't have it. Because it's DLC. But his extra costume is actually... So when they get to Dressrosa, the Straw Hats realize, well, Luffy and Frankie find out that the Coliseum has the Flame Flame up for grabs. And so Luffy, because obviously he would want that, he enters, but he has to do it in disguise, so he does it as the challenger Lucy. And the entire time, Lucy has this like big gladiator helmet and a fake beard. Sabo's second outfit is him dressed as Lucy. Because for the final round of the Coliseum, where they actually do get the fruit, Sabo joins as Lucy so that Luffy can go after Doflamingo. And he is dressed with the cape, with the helmet, with sunglasses, the fake beard, and an X, a pink X, drawn on his chest. To mimic Luffy's scar. And no one can tell that it's instead of... And no one can tell it's Sabo instead of Luffy. Until Sabo actually does win, grab the fruit, and eat it. Thus gaining Ace's power. Fortunately, I do have access to it in Oh honey, you are underestimating the stupidity of the general populace in this series. They don't recognize Luffy in that disguise. Why do you think they'll recognize him? Like, literally speaking, they don't recognize Luffy when he is doing third gear attacks. They don't recognize that someone else is acting as Lucy when he uses a weapon and fights completely differently. They genuinely believe that it's Lucy until the point that Sabo takes off the mask. Let's see. Okay. So now that we've gone through all the... now that we've gone through all the costumes that I have access to, get through this as Sabo. Unfortunately, I think I am going to skip the S rank on this because I kind of do need to, like, speed run to 40. Let's see. Good. Oh, cool.
Washi wa teki ni tsukamatte hiroba e to shinryu suru. Kagi o nusunde hiroba o uchigawa kara akerareru mono wa
makasete. Atashi to Robin nara dekisou.
Here we go.
全魚人島民聞こえるか俺は トーディ・ジョーンズこの国は一度崩壊し生まれ変わる
There's one combo that I really don't like. There's one combo that I really don't like doing with Sabo because it just takes forever to actually pull off.
お前さんたちは今のうちに
Oh wait.
こんなとこで立ち止まっちゃいられねえ。おっと。
So make sure my hat doesn't get dirty. Actually.
お前じゃ相手にならねえ。おっと。
Oh, that's cute. Sabo has it too. So I realized last time I played, when I played as Ace has a unique run animation for when his hat is on, to, you know, keep his hat from blowing away. So does Sabo. Anyone want some fried fish? Also, one cute thing about Sabo and Ace, they use the same power, and they fight kind of similarly, for the most part. But there are differences in the attacks, in some of the attacks that they share. Like Ace's Fire Fist just goes in a straight line. Sabo's is a straight down AoE attack.
ふざけるなホーデ
お前じゃ相手にならねえ。
俺に反発する種族の恥さらしども
But
一人一人処分していくとしよう
so that attack, that pipe is actually how he fought as a kid. He and Ace actually both used pipes like that when they were kids to fight. Ace only really stopped doing so when he left because he had the flamethrower. Sabo, because he didn't have a Belfort until Dressrosa, and because he was used to it, he just picked up this as a weapon. Also, yeah, so his second level special is just him sticking his fingers into the ground and using shockwaves to just annihilate it. Probably not the same fight, but similar design. Oh, and that was, that thing I just did was actually Sabo's unique action. Some of his attacks really just like little fire on the ground, and if you use Sabo's unique action, he will just pop over to that fire and do an AoE. Like that. Also that attack that I've been doing, one where he just makes a cross out of fire. First of all, it's literally called Crossfire. But second of all, when Ace did it, or Ace used it a lot, by just like putting his fingers in a plus shape in front of him and then firing the key out of there, like that. Meanwhile, Sabo draws it with his pipe. I need to focus those transport bridges because I am not getting caught in all that again. Oh, so there is a very direct path.
見せてやる
こんなとこで立ち止まっちゃいられないね
And here we go.
いいね
見せてやる 麦わら
So, fun fact about Sporty here. He is literally the only fish fan, I think, where you are given zero reason to feel bad for him in any capacity.
広場に降りた時から
Like, even Arlong gets a bad... Like, even Arlong gets a Sabi backstory to explain, yeah, he was a dick, but there was a reason he's a dick. Which, by the way,
ここに入ってくる敵は俺が皆殺しにする
in some capacity, or in certain capacities, arguably speaking, Jinbei is directly responsible for Nami's entire backstory.
おうすまん人間と仲がいいんだなジンベエ
Because Arlong was a friend and former crewmate of, Arlong was actually a crewmate of Jinbei. He was part of the Sun Pirates alongside Jinbei, which is also which the Sun Pirates is also Jinbei's former
皆
crew.
は安全な場所に避難するんじゃ
よし俺たちが送り届けてくるぜ
Like you see, oh, stop walking around for a second. You can kind of see a like sun pattern on all these enemies, on all
あ
these
と
like
は
grunt
包囲を
enemies,
倒
or
す
the
だけじゃ
allies, I guess. Their stomachs. That is the mark of the Sun
お
Pirates.
前たちを打ち負かしわしらは人間を愛する未来を選ぶいい
Because
気になるんじゃね
蹴りをつけよう
oh, this is actually very helpful. Why am I not doing that?
え俺たちは選ばれ復讐という正義を
The Sun Pirates, whenever they, so the Sun Pirates basically have a initiation ritual of sorts.
エネルギーステロイドいくらでもくれてやるもっと攻めろ
There we go.
輸送権
The Sun Pirates, whenever you join, you get branded with this giant sun bow that you can see on, like, say, Hachi's forehead or, I think Jinbei's chest.
俺に力をよこせ
The reason it's specifically a sun is because that brand covers up something else. Whenever it covers up something else
お
called
前
the
たち
Hoof
は
of the
殺せ
Celestial
る
Dragon.
誰よりも弱い右も左も海だらけのこの世界で
I'll explain that in a
最
second
中で
once
呼
this is over.
吸すらできねえ人間が海の王者になれるわけがねえ助けを超え加藤種族お前に勝ち目はねえ巨人党もてめえの仲間たちもお前ごときにゃ何も守れねえんだよ
いや全部守るそのための2年だったんだ
これが弱いだと
Yeah, Luffy's mentality here is basically just yeah, I'm gonna stop you and protect my friends because why else would I have trained for 2 years straight?
勝てるわけがね
Especially in the way that I do it.
加藤士族
But anyway, so the hoof of the celestial dragon is this like dragon footprint shaped
巨人族
Mark
をなめるな
that gets put on any slave of the celestial dragons.
手加減で
And
きそう
fishmen are very and fishmen are very rare, are very commonly, or were very commonly used slaves of the celestial dragons because they were very good. Basically, they were seen as subhuman.
広めろ俺はお前たちを見るだけで
But so the reason the Sun Pirates use that branding thing is so that
お前ら
any
人間へ
member
の
of the
復
Sun
讐を
Pirates
果たす
that used to be a slave
送検
cannot be told from the other people who just joined the Sun Pirates to be a pirate.
ギガンテスコバー
おいイブキ
It's basically everybody marked. So how are you going to tell who was doing the former slave to bring back?
力を得たのだ
人間との長い確執の歴史に目を閉じ未来を少し変えようと歯を
But the reason, but Arlong and Jinbei used to be.
強く優しい決意がなぜわ
Oh
から
right,
んの
now
じゃ
because I fought him, Hordy is just following me around now. But Arlong and Jinbei used to be on the same crew, on the same Sun Pirate crew.
なかなか人間相手に何をやられてやがる
And they were under this guy named Fisher Tiger, who was a very prominent fisherman who very famously decided to scale the red line, which is a 10,000 meter tall, aka 33,000 feet, roughly. Just landmass in the center of the splitting the world in half. Just like the crossing of the Grand Line to split it into 4 quadrants. The red line is also where Marijua is, the land of the celestial dragons. Fisher Tiger scaled the red wall, or scaled the red line to get into Marijua and save, i.e. liberate, every fisherman slave, or basically every slave. And when he got back, his wounds were too severe, I think, or like he was attacked by. I think he was attacked by an admiral or something. And when he got back, he was in very poor shape. He was in very poor shape. Basically, he needed a blood transfusion to be saved. But the only blood that was on the ship that they were on when they were fleeing was human blood. And Fisher Tiger refused to receive the transfusion because it was human blood. Even if it would have saved his life. And that's partially why Arlong was so pissed, because he was there and present for that decision to see the consequences of Fisher Tiger passing away. Jinbei then took over as the crew, but Arlong was captured by Kizaru and sent to Impel Down, before Jinbei used his status as a warlord to effectively just free Arlong. And then Arlong had a fight with Jinbei to decide who new captain of the Sun-Colored Fleet, and Jinbei won. And then Arlong was pissed off and just left to take over Nami's village. That's actually a major part of this arc in terms of like character interactions. Jinbei realizes, yeah, your village was taken over by Arlong, and I'm kind of the reason for that. And he tries to apologize to her before she basically tells him, why are you apologizing for my life? I'm happy with it. Now let's do this. So in the actual series, these two... this, first of all, happens underwater. Like, actually in the water. Luffy is just standing in a bubble. And this is a couple episodes later. A couple episodes later, at a different point in the battlefield, on a fallen ship. Which, by the way, both of these are Luffy's post-exit specials, which is kind of hilarious to me. You know, I don't think I'm going to S-rank this, and I think, ironically, it's going to be because I didn't get enough shock marks. What did I just say? God damn it. Oh, it's fine. We're missing Jinbei's beard and Porty's black hole of a skull. Oh, also, because of this, just before I started streaming, I actually finished, I bought all the cutscenes. So all the gallery's full. Okay. Because we're gonna have to do this twice, we're doing this on E-Read. I have to do this with Luffy anyway. Let's do it with me. I gotta do this twice. Once with Luffy and then once with Tashigi. Technically I could do this with Zoro, but first of all I haven't shown off Tashigi's moveset. There's a very specific thing with Tashigi I want to show off. But also, Tashigi needs this for her second special. Or for her level 2 special. Make this go faster at least. Or to make the fights with Caesar go faster at least. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention during with Sabo the last time. I think I mentioned it last stream. Sabo and Robin know each other. Because Robin actually trained under Dragon during the 2-year time skip. She was part of the Revolutionary Army because they saved her from where Kuma sent her.
G5 の海兵を救い頭数を増やす。いい。囚われている奴は門番を倒せ解放できる。
私は G5 の解放に向かいます。
Alright.
よし、仲間を助けるぞ。
海賊団と共闘することになるとはな。仕方ねえ。行くぞ。
ありがてや。まだ仲間が捕まってんだ。助けてやってくれ。
This is overkill. Fuck it. And yet another instance of this is a cool thing that the game doesn't actually do, because I understand. During the Funkazar arc, we meet this guy named Brownbeard. Yet another beard named Pirate. There's also a pink beard, by the way. I don't know when he shows up, but he's a thing. But Brownbeard shows up in Hazard, and he's basically saved by Caesar in an effort of getting more willing participants in his experiments, but also more people to work with. And one of the things about the series, or about the Funkazard arc, is basically trying to get Brownbeard on your side, or on their side, by showing him, yeah, Caesar just sees you as a guinea pig.
そいつはもうあなたたちの知る男じゃない。
ベルゴさんがこんなことするわけねえ。こいつ偽物だ。
ようやく自由の身だ。
Yeah, the G5 Marines are not the sharpest tools in the shed. Fortunately, Virgo is dead. Or Virgo gets killed after this. So one detail about the Straw Hats that I may have before. No member of the Straw Hats, while actively being treated or acting as a member of the Straw Hats, is able to kill them. Like, especially now Luffy. Luffy does not kill people. He just beats them within an inch of their life, so they no longer can fulfill their dream, because he thinks that's worse. Which is why a lot of enemies will eventually come back in the series. Like, say, Bellamy from Skypiea to Frozen. They talk about being able to be, arrested. Luffy just doesn't kill people, and neither does any of his characters. At least not while they're active members. That's kind of why I think it's hilarious whenever Zoro is like, I'm gonna kill you, and it's like, no you're not. You literally don't. You refuse to. It's almost like you refuse to. And I don't know if that's like them sharing Luffy's morality, or if it's keeping in lines with his, like, with how he acts. But it's a very it's an appreciated detail that there's a moral reason why the Straw Hats don't kill. And it's even better when you think that this is also why some characters come back. Because the Straw Hats didn't kill them, the Straw Hats don't kill them. And many of the characters who can come back will basically come back as allies because of that lack of being killed. Like, out of thanks, like, you beat me, but you didn't kill me when you could have. Which is kind of why, when you do see a character die or kill somebody else, it's a bit jarring in the series. Like, Virgo, when Locke killed Virgo, that was brutal. Like, especially how it and it's just extremely, and it's just kind of jarring to feel like Virgo's not in the series anymore. He's just gone. He's dead. He has no more impact, realistically speaking. I love this costume for no other reason than I love this costume for no other reason than it shows up in the Kazuna things. But yeah, so Virgo is actually killed by Law decides to chop up Virgo into pieces before setting the SAD factory to explode and just leaving Virgo there in pieces. Which it wasn't really explored in depth in this game so far, but if you know Law and Virgo's history, you know that that's a lot of pent-up aggression there.
SAD の製造室を破壊しに行く。白龍や、お前はどうする？
仕方ねえ。言ってやる。
Oh, they both just spawned. Well, that's fast.
これ以上任務に邪魔をしないでくれ。
こいつロギアの能力者だ。
I love Law's. I love that attack. It's just like, your head is now Bob. Congratulations. And I love that it's just based off of one thing that he does in his first introductory scene. And I don't think he's done ever since. Go beat up a harpy.
もう
You froze my meat, so you gave me more meat when you died. Thank you.
ばっか
俺にかなう気がしねえと気づいた時お前は逃げるべきだ。
どこまで強くなっているのこの人たち。
Thank you to Shigi, Zoro, and Monet for referring to events that happened in a treasure event that I have yet to get to. I think that's the treasure event. Bitch. Giant enemy is the bane of my existence in this game. Which is lovely because Pirate Warriors 4 almost exclusively focuses on giant enemies. I love and hate certain hero players, like say smokers or MMAs, because they aren't terribly different. They're not like terribly overpowered or anything, but they do just destroy your brain. It's kind of fun.
観念しな。ホワイト。
お前の登場は誤算だ。
So one thing about Law, his second costume, with his Dressrosa costume, I don't like his Dressrosa outfit for the sole reason you can't take off the hat. Because his hat is under his hood. I'm also going to watch this again because this is just fun.
これで終わりだ。ベルモさん。
やっと思い出したが、あるべき上下関係を。クソガキ。
そう思ってろってことだ。
By the way, that
その
bamboo
位置に
stick
座っ
that
てられ
Virgo's
ると思
holding,
う。
that's literally just a piece of bamboo. It's not even reinforced anything.
ジョーカ
It's just a stick.
ー。ベルモはもう終わりだ。シーザーは麦わら屋が仕留める。つまり SAD も全てを失う。いつものように高笑いしながら次の手でも考えてろ。だが俺たちはお前の笑みが長く続くほど予想通りには動かない。
生きがってくれるじゃねえか、こそ。
He is no longer Virgo. He is Vergrape.
切れさせてやしねえか。
Also, yes, that all that's like coating his body, that is armament hockey.
どうなった？
It is extremely exhausting to anybody else to do that.
どうなった？
And that's also why he just uses
お
a
前
piece of
のぶ
bamboo
った
for
切
a
り
stick.
能力でも、こいつの覇気は
He reinforces it with his own hockey.
立場、実力ともに、お前はベルゴにかなわねえ。
Meanwhile, Law just slices him in half like it's no big deal.
誰が何を動
Not
かし
just him, the entire mountain.
あの戦争は序章
Literally, the
に
entire lab, the entire mountain pops up into the air a few feet before landing back down.
手に負えねえうねりとともに豪傑どもの新時代がやってくる。歯車を壊したぞ。もう誰も引き返せねえ。
He really doesn't like Virgo. Although one thing I do
じ
wonder,
ゃ
and
あ海
in
賊
hindsight probably is answered by the fact of what he does to the room in the first place, I'm curious if Law saved the snail. Because the snail is innocent.
モネも
That's-
ベルゴもやられちまっただと。火の国の中二範囲をさらに広げろ。
Oh, that door open. I didn't have to run away. Well,
シャッターを閉めろ。
I feel like Law might have broken you had you been here. You just cut a mountain in half.
部下どもが巻き添い食っても構わぬ。施設内全域に火の国を流し込んでやる。
俺の能力で味方を脱出させる。お前ら俺を援護しろ。
我が優秀な部下たちよ、急ぎ管制室を
So
取り
what
戻
about
して
Caesar?
くれ。
That's at least interesting. He is the only Logia type?
まずいわよ。管制室から扉や換気口を操作され
Yeah,
た
the
ら
beat is just so stupid. I love it. Unfortunately, it means he can't put on his hat. This is his plot now. Kind of basic. But Caesar is the only person in this series with a Logia type power that is constantly active. Like his power does not turn off. He's constantly just half smoke, basically.
何をグズグズしてやる。こうなりゃ俺が直接手を下すしかねえな。
You gassy bitch. Then fart cloud. Wait. Oh, wait, okay. I thought I missed the one I was trying to catch.
あとはシーザーだけだ。行くぞ。山ばっかりしやがって。てめえだけは許さねえ。
俺たちの目的はシーザーの誘拐だ。ぶっ飛ばすのは
I am not a ragdoll.
必ず捕らえろ。
I'm a rack figure, I guess. That works.
もう逃がさねえぞ。シーザー。痛い目を見てるらしいな。ゴミ
Yeah, it's so funny. One thing I kind of love about, well, I'll say it in a second, but
お前はこの島の何も分かってねえんだ麦わら。半端な気持ちで首突っ込んじゃ命が持たねえぞ。ローは SAD に手を出した。 SAD はあのドン・キホーテ・ドフラミンゴの持つ工場でスマイルというゾーン系の人造悪魔の実に変わる。力を求める誰もが欲しがる果実。
I think
や
that's
つ
just
は
a
こ
thing
の
for the
スマイ
entire
ルを
game.
使い新世界で取引をしている。あいつこそ
Like
が
there's
新
wood
世
grain
界の
textures
闇
on
を
all
仕
the
切る
pistols that
男。
he has.
武
On all the
器
pistols that
兵器
other people have.
やべえものにはみんなあいつが絡んでる。ドフラミンゴは悪の火種。
There's leather
あ
textures
らゆ
on
る
some of
闇
the
の大物
shoes.
たちと通じてるんだ。大物たちが動き出せばお前らなんかひとたまりもねえレベルさ。お前こいつらに喧嘩売る度胸あんのかよ。
そんなもんいくらでも売ってきた。
俺のガスの前では無力。
So there's a reason that
なんで俺を狙う。
those fake, those R53 bone clips,
やめとけ。
there's a reason they're called smiles.
俺が決めることだ。
And I think I'm going to
ホワイト
keep the reason why until we beat Wano in Fire Emblem 4.
うわ必死よ。こうなったら
Instead, let's see this guy get bodied again.
さあ俺の力となれ死の国。シュロロロロロロロロロロロロこれが俺の科学の力だ。
I mentioned earlier in this level that the Straw Hats don't kill. Caesar here is quite literally, I think, the only person in the entire
我ながら素
series
晴らしい出来だ。この神経に働
that
きか
she
ける
has ever
ことなるや
expressed a
もは
desire
や
to
芸術。
see dead. Caesar is the only person that Nami has ever stated, I want this man dead.
急に腰が引けたがみっともねえ男だ。だがもうこの島に逃げ場など残されちゃいねえんだよ。
お前の顔はもう見たくねえ。ゴムゴムの
Yeah, I mentioned it before.
そうだ麦わら
No straw hat kills as a straw hat.
俺の部下にしてやっても
Some of them may have killed beforehand, like Zoro before joining the crew. Robin is admitted to be an assassin. I have a feeling that Frankie's probably killed somebody. Brooke absolutely killed people. But once they join the crew,
や
off
っ
the
た
table.
な。
Once they join the crew, just death is off the table. You do not kill your opponent if you are a straw hat. Yeah, that actually does fit him frankly, that does fit him quite well, actually. So, actually, we definitely know that he's killed at least someone. That he and his crew, the Rumbar pirates, actively have killed an entire other pirate crew. Because when we know that, when we saw, so when we saw in a flashback Brooke's backstory of like what happened to him to cause him to die the first time, it was in a fight against a rival pirate crew, and a bunch of his crew survived, sure, but they were all poisoned because the enemy used poison-tipped weapons. And so we know for a fact that Brooke and his crew actually killed that other crew. No, that's Magellan's job, unfortunately. Which, unfortunately, I haven't been unlocked yet. Alright, Shigi. I want to do this. okay, I'll stick with this one out. I'll stick with this outfit because I think this the thing I wanted to show off was on this outfit instead. I never did this. God damn it, I forgot about that. Right.
敵はその目で見極めなさい。
Tashiki has something very interesting about her, and that is her taunt. There we go. So,
まずは麦わら屋の
this
G5 の海兵を救い
her taunt
頭数を増や
is
す
to take off her glasses.
いい
And you will now notice how blurry the stream has gotten.
門番を倒せば解放できるはずだ
私は
Taking off her
小さい
glasses
解放に向かいます。
actually like turns down the FOV
仲間を助けるぞ
because she is nearsighted.
海賊団と共闘することになるとはな。仕方ない。行くぞ。
I think her taunt is the only one that visually affects the entire game. Every other taunt is just like a change of the character model, like putting on a hat or taking it off, or just a pose, kind of like voice line. Her nearsightedness was actually confirmed in a. Once again, it was confirmed by Oda in a.
貴重な実験体を逃
In
が
like a
す
Q&A. SBS corner. Or SBS question corner, which is like a little fan mail thing that he does in the One Piece volume. Between chapters. Someone asked him, okay, so Tashiki has glasses, but she takes them off when she wants to look at a sword right in front of her face. Does she need them, or are they decorative? And Oda answered, she's kind of nearsighted, I think.
あなたたちの知る男じゃない。
And that's
行きますよ。
and that was the explanation. But that's, like I said, that is, I think, the only time in this game, the only taunt in this
ベル
game
モさんがこんなことするわけね
that changes something about the world around you instead of just your character. And I like that kind of uniqueness.
この施設に侵入したのが運の尽きだな。貴様も死の国の実験体にしてやる。
助かったぜ
Another unique taunt that I don't think I've actually been able to show off yet. How dare you?
行きますよ。
すまない助かったぜ
She can see things up front, but she can see things up close without any kind of issue. But
まずいぞシーザーに
another
狙われてる
unique
やつ
taunt
は
that I don't think anybody else has. Her kind of taunt that I don't think anybody else has is time skip Robin's two-stage taunt. Because time skip Robin, like base time skip Robin,
嫌いなタイプ。
has a two-stage taunt that's like she puts her glasses on, then she ties her hair up in a ponytail, then she will take her glasses off, then she will let her hair down. I don't think any other taunt has a cycle through like that.
行きますよ。
But
お前に関わっている暇はない。
I don't know. Oh yeah, you can switch between yeah, you can cycle through characters like that. Well, cycle through assists. And so like when you enter this mode, you can have up to 4 people helping you out. You see the little in the gauge that's during the like gauge for Luffy, you can see the like handshake icon. That means he's allied with me, and if I then do this with Smoker now, wait a second. If I do that with Smoker, Luffy will still show up in this because he has that handshake icon. This is actually multiplayer. This is two-player at least. But this mechanic actually is very cool because it's like depending on canon relationships that people have with each other, you get different buffs. Like since I'm playing as Tashigi and I'm allied with when I ally with Smoker, I get a bonus called Can You Call Me a Kun? And that just means that this form lasts a lot longer. There are others like I'll be better than you, can stun enemies faster. Thanks for everything that can basically make you invincible for the duration. And You're All My Family, which slows down time for everyone else. I don't know if you can specifically like ally like that with other players, but it is a very cool mechanic, and it kind of rewards knowledge of the series. Because if you know, like, Smoker and Shiki work together, you can kind of put together, hey, that'll give me the crewmate bonus, which would make it last longer. Or, this character isn't necessarily a crewmate, but they helped out my the character I'm playing as, so if I use the special mode, then I can just get invincibility for it. Apparently this is actually... right now, all the characters that I'm partnered with, like Smoker, so I'm playing as Tashigi, and they're just doing what they're supposed to do for the level. Like all the AI characters, Smoker, Law, Luffy, Zoro, all of them, they're trying to escape because that's the goal of the mission. But when I call them in, they just pop over to me, do one attack, and then go back to where they were. And then say if I do this, once I do a full combo, like this, if I press the same button I ended the combo with, they will come in and do their same version of that combo. Like, this is a triangle, triangle, triangle combo. They now do their triangle, triangle, triangle combo. And that works for everyone. There are even some AI characters that you can partner with in some levels that you can't play as, but they still work like that. Like Monet can be part of this. Monet has one of these. As a matter of fact, many of the special needs, like Monet, have things of their skill posters. If you their skill posters have requirements of if you want to get a certain skill, you have to use that like big super attack that I just did with that character. But yeah, the switcher mechanic, like this group mechanic, is kind of similar to, it's kind of similar to another mechanic in the Hyrule Warriors games. But in the Hyrule Warriors games, you actually do swap to the different characters. You pick multiple characters for certain levels, and can swap between them freely. The UI is gone. I have never experienced this glitch. I guess I'll be reading this one for you. We don't have time. All hands focus on moving onward. But what about you, Colonel? I'm staying behind. I have to be here in order to stop her. Huh? You should get out of here too. You're in the way. I'm free to do as I wish, just as you're free to think I'm in your way. So are you saying that I'm also free to take you out, Lady Marine? You can't. You won't lay your blades on me, nor will you lay your blades on her. I'm not going to read the giggles. That's what I thought, of course. Thank you for teaching me his weakness. Seems you're underestimating me, Snow Lady. I mean, there are certainly people that I don't want to see harmed, but... You would lay your hands on a woman? What is with this man? I'll ask you this. You ever met a wild beast that you could guarantee wouldn't bite a person? I certainly haven't. There we go. The UI is back, and I don't have to do that again. Let's just smack her with this right now. Oh, another thing about this, about the Kizuna mechanic, the Kizuna Rush mechanic, as it's called. Each character has like an attack name that's like split up into 2 voice lines for that attack, and so you can basically mix and match a bunch of different names for each attack. Like every unique combination gives a gives a new version of the attack move. With your partner contributing the first half and you contributing the last half. Some of them actually only have one. He's only got one eye. Damn. But some characters like Ace, their attack is only one word. Like for Ace, it's just Entei. Or one word. They're just called Entei, which translates to Flame Emperor. And so if you have two aces, you get Entei Entei, which is kind of hilarious. Oh, but that's one thing Zoro reminded of. Zoro's left eye, the one with the scar over it, he hasn't opened it yet. He has not opened it since the time skip. And we don't know why. We can probably guess, but... Let's watch this again, shall we? That's also another thing... You've probably seen it a couple times throughout the level, and I think you saw it before the cutscene started. But if you like accomplish something really like taking territory, sometimes the enemies will just cower and fall on their asses and crawl away from you. It doesn't count as them being killed by you, but it's still hilarious to me. Like they're actually cowering in fear of you.
つまり SAD も全て失う。いつものように高笑いしながら次の手でも考えてる。だが俺たちはお前の笑みが長く続くほど予想通りには動かない。
生きがってくれるじゃねえか、小僧。大丈夫か？ウェルゴを切れさせてやしねえか。
You get to see Vern Grape for the last time.
昔覚えてるか？どうなった？お前ベルゴをぶち切れ
Yeah, a lot of people in this series actually have personalized transponders. Like Laws has his own hat. The Straw Hats actually have one with a little straw hat of their own. Yeah, that's all hockey, by the way. It's just a full body coating of hockey. Hockey is usually shown as a black coating. Hockey is usually shown as a black coating, like you can see on some of Luffy's attacks. But sometimes... But sometimes for certain characters, to, I guess, differentiate it for them specifically, it'll have a different, there's one character that's, whose hockey is more blue than black. And Virgo is more purple than black.
Mone もベルゴもやられちまっただと？死の国の中二範囲をさらに広げろ！
I just realized that both of them die after this. Like both Virgo and Monet are just dead.
シャッターを閉めろ。
Let's go beat up the living fart this time. Before doing what we're supposed to.
部下どもが巻き添え切っても構わぬ。施設内全域に火の国を流し込んでやる。
Oh yeah, this game has jiggle physics, by the way.
俺の能力で味方を脱出させる。お前ら、俺を援護しろ。
我が優秀な部下たちよ、急ぎ管制室を取り戻してくれ。
The white numbers at the top, they basically use, that's just a timer. Like, if the timer runs out, then I get to lose.
まずいわよ。管制室から扉や換気口を操作されたら毒ガスから逃げ切れなくなる。行きますよ。
And then those, the yellow numbers at the bottom above my kill count. I refer to those as shock marks. They're technically just exclamation marks. But those you gain in killing enemies with Kizuna attacks. Like in this state. You see all those like the yellow each one adds to my count.
何をグズグズしてやる。こうなりゃ俺が直接手を下すしかねえな。
Oh, God damn it. We can't get there before. Can I actually get there and kill him?
ここまでです。
観念しろ。
Oh, yeah, that. This is basically just, so all these enemies and stuff,
あとはシーザーだけだ。行くぞ。
God damn it. So all these, like, red Santa Claus dudes, technically they're supposed to be the Drum Island
てめえだけは
enemy
許さ
type.
ね
They're dressed in they're dressed in those, like, red coats, because, red for enemies, and the coats because, well, Punk Hazard and Colt, or at least this half of Punk Hazard. So, and so it's kind of a, let's make a cold enemy that we can use in Punk Hazard and
ぶっ飛ばせば
Drum
構
Island.
わねえ。必ず捕らえろ。
So this is actually a very interesting, this is actually kind of cool to me, because in a lot of the Dreamlog levels, which is basically what I consider to be the replayability factor of this game, is a lot of Dreamlog levels will have, or a lot of Dreamlog
もう
levels
逃がさねえぞ。
will have a randomized boss of some kind. But whoever you fight at the end of the level determines what kind of threat enemies you face. Like if you're fighting a pirate, then all the enemies that you're fighting in the level will be a pirate. If the final boss of the level is a marine, well, they'll all be marines. If they're from CP9 or the Wolf Government, they'll be CP9 outfits and suits. And it's kind of cute to tell, and it's kind of cute that there's a way to tell, like, who's actually the final boss in some levels with surprise characters
俺が決めることだ。
that claim to be the final boss, but aren't.
Annen shira.
これで終わりだ。カウンター。
こ
is just one go.
必勝こうなった
That's one of the kind of frustrating things about this game. If you fail at any point in the level, that's just the exit. You restart and have to do it
白
again.
国
You don't even get anything for it. Like, I think you don't even get experience.
これが俺の科学の力だ
I think I've failed on this final specifically. I've failed twice. Once on stream because Luffy got his dumbass cut in half by Mihawk, and once off stream because I was doing some farming and forgot about the
神経に
objective and
働きか
lost.
ける速度たるやもはや芸術おいどこ行く麦わらのルフィ急に腰が引けたがみっともねえ男だだがもうこの島に逃げ場など残されちゃいねえんだよ
One of the best ways of describing this game, and any game like it, like a Warriors game, or a Muso title technically, one of the best ways of describing it is you are the only competent person in the level in a sea of
麦わら
morons.
お前俺の部下にしてやっても
グリズリー・マグナム
いごめが
やりましたね。
Yeah, unfortunately, your AIs aren't always necessarily the smartest, but hey, Fujitora. I'm curious why Fujitora is in this one when he only shows up in Dressrosa. That's odd. Cool. Oh right. Actually, yes. There we go. Yeah, Luffy's kind of just one of the better characters to play as because he's just the all-rounder. And now,
この先に待つ未知の世界で高みを目指してみるか
let's check out some Dreamlord levels. It was fun. The show off ball.
俺に命令するな
Have some fun with law. So this is the Dream Log. Every character that I currently do not have unlocked comes from this. Because you can kind of see a bunch of different islands with a bunch of different characters on them. You have to get through all the regular levels in order to get to each like main character level. And then you have to beat them to unlock it. This isn't every character that I'm missing. So the problem is you have to beat this level, and you have to beat this entire mode multiple times to unlock every character. With Shanks here being the last one. There's also a bitch. But interestingly, you have to beat this game, you have to beat this mode, or more specifically, Shanks here. Aokiji is unlocked Aokiji is in this game. He's playable in this game. I don't remember if I've unlocked him. No, I don't think I have. Yeah. So Aokiji. So I think this is Aokiji, this is Garp, and then these three are admirals. Akainu, Kizaru, and Fujitora. And then, no, this is Aokiji, this is Seath. This is Aokiji, this is Inaru from Skypiea. This is Magellan. This is Whitebeard. The warlords are here. And the other warlords are there. And one of these is Kuma. But basically how the Dreamlog works, you say that, wait until Pirate Warriors 4. Yeah, in Pirate Warriors 4, we cover Whole Cake Island in its entirety. Katakuri happens to be one of my mains. And Donut Boy is in there in his full glory. Full size. One of the big things for Pirate Warriors 4 was actually focusing on making what are known as giant characters. Which are just characters that are massive, canonically being massive. Like Katakuri is 5 meters tall. In Pirate Warriors 4, he is, to scale, 5 meters. And he's not the only giant character as well. But that's for next stream. But yeah, so how the Dreamlog works is you start here. All these down here, they're all DLC levels. As you can see, some of them have been completed. These are the ones that I've been using for farming Elfstream. And these are all just levels. But you start here, and you have to go through all of these islands. And as you beat islands, here, I think starting from here, like a bunch of other ones just spawn as connecting bits to these. And as you beat more of them, more islands will spawn to connect them to the rest of them. And your goal is to finish every level in this mode. Or, if you just want characters, get to Shanks, and then beat the next level that spawns behind him. The next level that spawns behind him is bullshit. Because the next level that spawns behind him is a recommended level 100. You can't get level 100 characters before you beat that stage. In order to beat that level 100 stage, you have to fight you have to fight 2 by 2. I think Usopp and Chopper, Nami and Robin, Sanji and Zoro, Brook and Frankie, and then Luffy, Ace, and Sabo. And then you have to kill all 11 of those fuckers at the same time. You need to fight your way through the Straw Hats 2 at a time before getting to the captain with his 2 brothers. Then you have to fight them all again at the same time with 1 assist character. And if you beat that level, the entire thing resets. Well, not the entire thing. All level progress is saved, but some new characters that you either don't have or just chosen at random from the playable characters that you have will spawn on all these islands. And that's why you have to do this walk at least like 2 times to get all the characters. Because some characters are only from the Dream Log, but don't spawn until you reset it. You also have to do this entire mode twice. But you also have to do this entire mode 3 times, because there's a cutscene when you start this level, or when you start this mode for the first time. There is also 3 separate cutscenes from Shanks, once you beat him, depending on who you beat him with. There's one scene for anybody in the roster, there's one scene for Luffy, and there's one scene in a special costume for Blackbeard. You have to beat Shanks as Blackbeard to unlock dual power Shanks. Or dual power Blackbeard, excuse me. But yeah, all the levels that you can unlock are just randomized levels, or randomized levels with special themes. Like say, who is the prettiest female character? Pick a side. Or, the Marines are after a pirate. Do you want to help the pirate get away, or do you want to help the Marines take him in? And you can play as different, forces. With these just being, less randomized. And these DLC ones being less randomized. Oh yeah, Lost Sword is, I think, 6'6", which is, I think, 5 inches taller than I am. Yeah, it's actually very helpful. His sword actually being that long, his sword's name is Kikoku, by the way. Demon Howl, I believe. It being that long is actually very helpful for his ability because it allows him to cut further into, I appreciate that. Honestly, if I was ever doing a cosplay, someday I would want to do a cosplay, but that's actually very difficult. That would be very difficult for me for various reasons. But yeah, his sword being very long is actually very helpful for his developer because it allows him to cut things farther away, basically. With, larger incisions, basically. But yeah, this intro stage is kind of just a tutorial for the entire game. If you just want to jump into this and not do the story mode, it just takes you through here's how to capture territories, here's how to help allies, here's how to do Kizuna stuff. Beat Cordia. Oh, and this also has legend pieces for the Legend Diary. This is how you get the middle bit, and this is also where you get a bunch of different rare coins and it's basically a completionist thing for Dreamlord. Unfortunately, I've decided not to do the entire Dreamlord on stream. I hope you understand. It's kind of just... I don't have a lot of fun playing through Dreamlord levels because they're kind of randomized and kind of the same over and over again. And there's a lot of them. But, but I have actually platinumed this game. I have done everything. I have filled the gallery. I have filled the Legend Diary. I've done everything. on my PS3 save. But let's at least try out some randomized levels. I might do that someday, but for the time being, I think I kind of want to move on to Pirate Warriors 4 to kind of show off a bit more of that, because that has a lot of. I personally think Pirate Warriors 4 is a bit lesser as a game, but there is still a lot of cool stuff that I really want to show off. Yeah, 4 has a lot of stuff that I really want to show off, because it goes all the way up to 1.0. Or at the very least, the start of 1. Let's see. But yeah, this is where you can get a bunch of the like stupider, more fun team combos. Like say Law and Virgo working together. They absolutely hate each other, but because they actually know each other, Law and Virgo have unique lines of dialogue for when Law calls Virgo. Alright, now let's cut to Shiggy again. Yeah, and then for each stage in Greenlog, there are a bunch of just random events that can happen. Like, say, Frankie attacking the Minotaurs for whatever reason. And they're just there as a it's a fun thing that you wouldn't see in a normal level, because like that's not a thing. Oh, first of all. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's literally the only reason why I prefer this one to his Dressrosa outfit, because he has the hood, he can't take off his hat. Law is the only supernova in this game specifically. In the second, or in Pirate Warriors 4, all but 2 of them are in the game. 3 of which being DLC, unfortunately. So, Kid, in Pirate Warriors 4, is very much playable. In both pre- and post-time skip forms. As a matter of fact, one of the like biggest scenes with Kid, him basically arguing with Law and Luffy in front of the auction house in Sabaody. That scene is in this game, but it had to be edited because Kid isn't in this game, because we haven't really seen what he can do, which is a bit weird because Yay is Pirate Warrior 4, and we haven't really seen what he can do either. Oh, Buru. I'll call him Buru. Him and Cone are the only two that I don't really know how to pronounce their names, because I haven't really seen the dub pronounce them very much. Oh hey, I get to beat up Doflamingo. That's thematically appropriate. Pirate Warriors also realize thanks for stopping by. Pirate Warriors 4 actually made me realize that Kid's hairstyle is different between pre and post time skip. In pre time skip it was like a flower, kind of? Like one of those... I don't even know what it's called. It looks kind of like a bamboo shoot, but flat. So the flower I'm thinking of looks like a chrysanthemum? Possibly. Whatever, his hair is like really wide, but in post time skip, it's not. It's like kind of trim. Bitch. Oh my god, that was adorable. That's like Doflamingo just walked up to me, entered his powered up stance like he was gonna do anything, and just died. That was beautiful. Well, some of the other stuff that can happen is, some of the other random stuff that can happen include... Where are you? How are you trying to flee? You're not anywhere near an enemy. Oh. Yeah, in this one, there's some things that can happen, like, I think Jabra can spawn. The wolf guy that I'm going to go help and put that gas. Sir. How are you hunting so yeah, Jabra can spawn and ask, say, Chomper to come and help. And when the person Jabra asks for help gets to him, he will turn into an enemy and try and kill them. And you have to kill them to get the person he called in to help you. Or there will be other times where two forces will spawn, one red and one yellow, and you basically have to decide which one you want to kill so that you can get that person on your side. Like, I think there's one with Sentomono and Pacifista spawning that will lead to the Sentomonos and some Pacifista spawn on one side, and Caesar will spawn on the other, and you have to decide which one to help to get onto your side, or which one to kill so you can get the other one on your side. I'm gonna try and catch this. It doesn't really matter. But,
俺は無双の外科医だ。何一つ
oh,
失
another
敗はねえよ。
見事な戦果だ。
random event. Another random event that can
こ
happen
の目で
is
確かめたぞ。
できるなら一緒に戦いたかった
if you're not playing as them, Law and Chaka is playing alongside some villagers,
この地は狙って
and it's kind of a
文句
hey,
は
these
ね
villagers need help, and
歯車を壊したぞ。もう誰も引き返せねえ。
question. You have a question? What might that be?
警戒していなかった。無視できる相手じゃなかった。よし。
ここを守らない
楽にしてこれで終わりだ。
Dumbass zones on that
馬
side.
の構え。
That side. I almost said side of the field like that.
ショック。この程度で落ちるほど甘くはねえってことだ。やると思っていた。
Home loving hell. I'm a bit curious about what you mean by that. Okay. Okay, really seems like she's trying to create her like paradise, but doing so in a way that like doing so in a kind of dictatorish way, basically, to me. Because in Whole Cake, she does seem to be, she's basically ruling over her own family with an iron fist and treating them more like a collection than actually family. And I don't necessarily think that's her living hell because she has a collection of a bunch of different types of people living with her. Like she has a bunch of different species, races, stuff like that. But she seems to be fine with that because they're all together and they're all listening to her. I don't think she sees like I don't think she would realize like how messed up that is. Especially not during the events of the anime. Or especially not during the events of that arc at least. So it could just be she's ignorant of what's going on in the actual, like, what her behavior has led to, basically. But as far as a living hell, I don't think she would see it that way. And I don't think that the events of the arc really show her that it would be that way. I think her comment about Whitebeard's family, I think it was more, he's doing that for the sake of just feeling better about himself, and it's not really his family because it's just a bunch of idiots that he brought together. In her mind, at least. And so she thinks all of my children that I've actually had as children and are biologically related to me that's a family. That's a real family. I think it's less of a she made her own living hell in that sense, and more she's kind of trying to show you how it's done. Yeah, she's
俺に命令する
bringing
な
together her family, but like I said, I think she thinks she's doing it properly on the basis of these are all related to me. Every member of the crew is one of my children or one of my children's children, kind of thing. Like that's how she gets more people into her family. She marries off her children. They have children, and then that child becomes part of the crew, but is still biologically related. Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily that she didn't... She's doing it through force, but I don't think she necessarily sees any difference to that between doing it through force and doing it the normal way. I think she thinks that that through force is the normal way. Well, I mean, she's stated to have, what, 40 kids when she is... Katakuri is like 48. She's only like 60-something? 69, I think. Yeah, like Big Mama's. Yeah, Big Mama's, I think, 69. Post time skip. Katakuri's 48, and he's only the third son. Something like that. And so, that would basically say that she had more than one kid every year. Which is literally impossible. So I think the logic of how have you had so many kids is kind of a, this is One Piece, this is weird, people have horns just for no reason. Yeah, Big Mom having a buttload of kids like that, I think is just one of those, this is weird, but it's One Piece, so it can be glossed over. Oh, thank God it's one of these. I don't... Oh. So one of these levels are in the character-specific levels, like the ones to unlock characters, there are several variants of the level that you can get. And one of them that I absolutely refuse to play is the escape missions, where the character that you're trying to unlock just constantly runs towards a certain territory. And if they get there, you lose. And they don't stop for anything. Those are very frustrating and very hard to S-rank. This, however, is just, you have a time limit, building in that time limit. I'd be surprised if Kaido, I'd be surprised if they had a kid. Especially, like, after Wano, because that would be really difficult to parse, even for One Piece. But I'm not... I would understand if they were, but I don't think that, I don't necessarily buy
借りはいず
that
れ
they're
返す
gone
惜
just
しか
yet.
ったな白陵屋俺の勝ちだ
Because if they were just gone like that, I don't know if. I feel like if they were just gone, like dead, like that, there would be more emphasis
この
on
ままじゃ済まさね
where
え
they are. Plus, I wouldn't put it past them surviving just because they're supposed to be that strong. But I can certainly see them. I can certainly see it being an issue of they're just gone.
大しただとふぬけどもが
Hey, thanks for stopping by.
俺の助けが必要か
No problem.
俺は諦めね
I adore this series and love any chance I get to talk about it. If I could.
えまだ終わってねえぞ
今からこの戦いは俺たちのもんだ
Oh, there are a lot of red blobs on the map. That seems to be an issue.
この地はもらっておく文句はねえな
問題ない次に行
ここまでやるつか
Oh, wait, this one had me use skill poster. If I kick Yoda's ass. For as much as I play this game, I oh,
見せてやる
well,
六式の全てを極限まで高め
Anyway,
た者の
so
最強の大義
for as much as I played this game, there were some things that I wasn't like 100% on. And one of them is skill posters
今はお前らも逃
There
げ
are
る
some
先
skill
には行
posters
かねえんだよ
that you just don't get throughout the normal
もう誰も引き
story
返せる
playthrough. You actually have to get them by beating up the relevant character.
楽にして
And since you don't actually beat up Jozu during the main story,
ぶち込んでやる
I am doing so now
相手を見て物を言うんだな
to get his skill poster.
俺は誰の下にもつかれ
Which I think will actually be
新世界を生き残ってやる
being able to get other skills from other characters.
人は死の外科医という歯車を壊したぞもう誰も引き返せねえ
And in some cases, some skill posters will drop and you beat them and unlock them. Unlock the relevant characters. Like, for example, Sabo and
は
Kaneru.
いずれ返す
I've beaten Sabo several times because I finished one of the DLC levels
消えろ
a bunch of times. But I didn't get a skill poster until I unlocked him from final stage. The Dressrosa level.
俺はここまでだお前たちでやれ
ああ腹減った俺にも食い物をよこせ
How many times do I have to beat, or how many times do I have to beat you? This lesson, Tin Man.
歯車を壊したぞもう誰も引き返せねえ楽にし
Ooh, that almost killed him. Let's fix that.
これで終わりだ
さらばだ
ウルススショック
So one cool thing about,
邪魔者は消すまで
I very much like, Kuma's, his, pop-off root power. Because that attack that he just used, versus Shock is basically him.
抜かるんじゃねえぞ
Is basically him taking a paw pad shaped chunk of the atmosphere and just compressing it down into a baseball. Before letting it go and letting it pop and explode with the force of like a giant ass ball.
この俺を怒らせちまった
And I
よ
love the concept of that. I especially like his, or I also like his,
俺は誰の下にもつか
one of his other attacks called Pad Cannon,
新
where
世
it's
界を生き残って
literally
やる
just a shockwave of air pressure.
潮時だよい
この縄張りは制圧した
Oh, this is something cool about the Dream Rock. I gotta,
そう深刻になるかよし痛みはね
I'll show off real quick. So you can actually see above my system, above my shock marks, you can
やっ
see
て
a
くれ
rank.
るじゃねえか
And Dreamlock levels will just display your rank above your kill count for the level, for the entire level. So you know what grade you're going to get at the end of the level. And if you check here, check results valuation, you can actually see the cutoff for each grade that you can get. Like if I get 2,400 kills, 1,200 shot marks, and in less than 18 minutes, I will get an S rank. And that's a very helpful thing, because one of the requirements to finish this game, platinum this game, is to S rank every level in the game. Dreamlog included. Fortunately for me, Fortunately for me, the DLC levels aren't included in that, so that's very helpful.
敵の縄張りを落とした
ま、そんなものだろ
インジェクションショットラジオナイフインジェクションショット
俺は無双の外科医だ何一つオペに
Yeah, that's
失敗
one
は
of
ねえよ
This is one of the more helpful things about boss characters in this game.
これで終わりだ
If the character is the boss of the stage, they will have their health bar segmented into like 2 to 3 chunks with a very specific, whereas a very distinct black line separating each of the chunks. That basically
この新時代を動かすのは
phase transition
俺だ
in the fight, where they just get powered up a little bit.
驚いたな
When you're going for, when you're like just a few shock marks away from finishing the stage, or from S ranking the stage, and you get to the boss, you can just wail on them for a bit, and they won't die, and they can't die. So like you can just wail on them for a bit and get a bunch of the enemies in the same attack without killing the boss, so that you can still hit more enemies, get more assists throughout the stage. It's also very easy. Those like cutoff things, the segmented health bars, are a very good way of telling what the stage, if the stage boss is actually showed up yet. Because there are some levels here where an enemy will show up and say, "Hey, this is the enemy commander. Go and kill him, so that he can go and kill him to end the battle." But if you check his health bar, if it's not segmented, it's a fake guy. And the real commander is somewhere else, and will spawn after you kill this guy. There we go. Yeah, this is the real Dreamlord. Each of those little purple nodes is a level you gotta beat. They have a bunch of different themes. But for now, I think I'm going to call it here.
この先は
So
奇想
next
天外な世界
week,
が広がってい
no,
る
not next stream, on Friday. Yeah. Yeah. So one of the reasons that this is such a nightmare to platinum is because you gotta finish the gallery. But as you can see, I finished the character glossary. I finished the turn glossary. I finished the event gallery. I finished the music gallery. Well, I almost finished the event gallery. I finished the music gallery. You need to finish the coins. And as you can see, I have all the basic coins, all the character coins. I'm missing a lot of these. Oh, you're cute. But, yeah, so a lot of these rare coins you get by either maxing out a character's crew level, which, you know, not that hard. You can just play as some of them and play alongside others for certain levels. Other coins come from bounties in the Dream Log. So, you saw all the static encounters, like Whitebeard, the Admirals, Blackbeard, all of them. Those are strong enemies. Those are referred to as strong enemies in the Dream Log. Once you've beaten the Dream Log once, all those strong enemies will drop one of these rare coins. And you need to get all of them before you get before you finish the coins. Before you have every coin. Bounties are roaming strong enemies that will just pop up, and every time you finish a stage, they will either move to a different stage, move to a different island, or just leave. And once you've beaten the Dream Log once, bounties will also drop these rare coins. Which means you have to reset the Dream Log like at least 3 times to get all of the coins. And you have to buy bounties from the shop to get a bounty to spawn to get all the coins. And this is why I say the first time you reset the Dream Log, the first time you have to do that level 100 stage, you're not going to be level 100, because all of these rare coins are required for the required to break the level cap. Every character requires at least 1 rare coin from the Dream Log in some capacity to break the level cap, and they have to then get to they then have to grind to level 100, which is a lot easier said than done. But yeah, like I said, I do kind of want to come back to this on stream at some point, possibly for the 100% run at some point, but for now, I'm happy leaving this here. So that next stream, we can go on to Pirate Warriors 4, get some really cool stuff. But for now, I think that's going to be it for tonight. And on Friday, we'll start Pirate Warriors 4. I'm touched. Thank you. I'm very touched. But yeah, so Pirate Warriors 4 will start on Friday, and then we'll go through that, which, one flaw with Pirate Warriors, we'll probably be doing a lot more side stuff in Pirate Warriors 4 because treasure events and rank requirements in Pirate Warriors 4, not really a thing. You don't need them. You don't actually need to get the S rank in any of them, in any level, and there isn't really side treasure events that you can do. So, with Pirate Warriors 4, we are definitely going to be doing a lot more side stuff, and I'm going to be showing off a lot more of the like DLC stuff because it has that, and those are fun. For now, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you for everybody who stopped by. Thank you for everybody who was here. And I hope you had fun watching. See you soon.